Hi again. So, we're going to finish up the list now. We're at the very end of the happy list. So, and I'm seeing here where I did start, adding things to it. Okay, so this isn't going to take long at all. Valentine's Day. I'm one of those people who likes Valentine's Day. Uh, this past year I was a little bitter about it because I was alone. But I've always really liked Valentine's Day. I like buying the little Valentines and filling them out. I like being the romantic. It's cool when people like romanticize, get romantic with you and they get you flowers or a card or whatever. But I really like being the person to be romantic. I just like Valentine's Day. Crying. Apparently, crying makes me happy. But I guess in a way it kind of does. It's sometimes you just need to have a good cry. You just do. Clouds, cars, boats. I do really like boats. Like I like being on boats as long as they're in motion. Once you kind of stop moving and you're just bobbing, I do get seasick. But I do like being on boats while they're moving. Trees. I love trees. Flowers. Ooh, lots of stuff about Josh now. Josh's eyelashes. His eyelashes are like these long. Josh winking at me. Yep. Josh wearing his glasses because actually the first time that we dated, um, he didn't have glasses. And it wasn't until like 6 months into it I found out that he was supposed to wear glasses. And he had lost them or broke them or something. Finally, he did get a new pair of glasses, and he looks good in glasses. Um, I remember the day that he got those, and he was like, he kept taking them down, putting them up, taking them down, putting them up, like looking at everything. I can read that sign. I can read that. And, oh, he flipped out when he saw the dog. When he saw Petrie, he and I were driving home, and he goes, Petrie, I can see you. It was a little bit unnerving, I think, there for a while for me, because it suddenly occurred to me that he had never actually seen what I looked like. Now that's love. When someone can love you without even knowing what you look like, that's awesome. I'm weird. Uh, Josh's hair when it curls. This goes back to, I love curly hair, but Josh has like the wavy hair, and he always keeps it real short. But every now and again, when it starts to grow out, he'll get this curl right here behind his ear. So much stuff about Josh on this list right now. Uh, Josh raising his eyebrow. He's one of those people that can raise one eyebrow without doing this weird thing that I'm doing, and it looks good when he does it. Josh's ears. He's got very good ears. Josh's shoulders. That's all shoulders. I'm sorry. I love shoulders. I don't know what that's about, but like shoulders and the back of necks, always something that I've liked. Um, Pickle. Pickle's my cat. He's my baby. When I was in college, and I was dating my best friend Bruce. Um, a cat had kittens in his wall, and he had this unfinished cabinet. You open the cabinet door, and it's just insulation, and there are these kittens in there. And because we found them, the mother moved them. She moved all of them but two. One of them, Pockets, died, but Pickle, we raised him from 1 day old. I carried him around in a green purse, um, with like a hot water bottle and a diaper in the bottom so that, it wouldn't ruin the purse. Like, and then I'd have to change out the purse. Not that I was concerned about the purse. Um, and a little like washcloth that he could cuddle, and I fed him with a bottle every 2 hours. Me and Bruce kind of we really bonded over that. It was like being parents. Um, and there were nights when he wouldn't eat, or he would like go like this to the bottle, but he wouldn't eat. It was like being a parent, and it was really cool. And I love my cat. I love Pickle. He lives in West Virginia with my parents and my sister, who also did a lot in helping us raise Pickle because Bruce and I are both in theater, so we'd have to go to rehearsal at night, and my sister would feed Pickle, or on the weekends when I would go home, my mom would help. Okay, let's see. There's more lists of children that had been born. Bevan Elaine, Gary and Paul Dwayne. Aragona Louise, who is Scottish, my best friend from high school, Scottish. His daughter, Aragona Louise, Ari. Abigail Caitlin, who is my friend Latasha's daughter. Nikki's eyes. Nikki and I were really, really good friends my senior year of high school. And she has these killer eyes. They're killer. They're green. I love green eyes. Green eyes are big for me. Love them. Traveling. Tiger's eye, which I collect. Collect tiger's eyes, or tiger's eye jewelry. My favorite. Driving with Brandy, which Brandy, my sister. First time I ever drove a car, I think I was 13 or 14, and it was Brandy's car. She let me drive on a back road for a little bit. I used to love just driving around with Brandy, though, like with her driving, and we would roll down the window and stick our foot out the window just to be dorks, or she'd let me steer from the passenger side, or we would go to the dollar store and buy goofy stuff like giant sunglasses and bunny ears and party blowers, and we would drive through drive-thrus with that stuff on. At one point, we had these tiny little umbrellas, and every time we got stopped at a stoplight, we would stick the umbrella out the window and open it, just because. And usually her cars didn't have a radio or whatever, and we would sing, but we would sing stupid stuff like the Canadian Kilted Yaxman from Ren and Stimpy, or Log from Ren and Stimpy, or I Have a Magic Toenail from Brack. It was just loved driving around with Brandy. Decorating a new room or apartment. I do enjoy that. Every time I get a new apartment, I like unpacking and finding places to put my decorations, like finding a new place for that picture. So, yeah, that is the end of the happy list that I made 5 years ago. And it's almost, we're at 8.5 minutes right now. I do want to start making a new happy list, an updated happy list. I don't know where I would begin, because there's so much good stuff. And isn't that a wonderful thing to be able to say? I don't know where I would start because I have so much happy. It's a good thing to focus on. I'm going to go.